Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we're talking about a Jay-Z clip that recently resurfaced.
This is from Kevin Hart's show, Heart to Heart, on Peacock.
That's right. Jay-Z talks about the time a family member asked him for $4,800.
And how money can come between friends. You know, we haven't had money for a long time, so we don't know we're not professionals at navigating how to communicate from that space.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like you'll have people that where you come from, if you behave in a certain manner, that is not accustomed to where they are. That may be a threat to them. And they kept acting funny because blah, blah, blah. You have to navigate that. Mm-hmm. You have cousins in your grandma's living room saying, yo, man, I got this play. I want to, if you just give me $4,800, I could make you $2 million. You like, it don't work like that, fam. But you got to explain to him, like, life isn't like that.
So a lot of people feel like Jay-Z should have did it. He's a billionaire, and what's $4,800 to a billionaire? That's what people are saying online.
Let me tell you something, man. Jay-Z is not wrong in any way, shape, or form. And if you've never been asked for that kind of money or even have that kind of money to give out, I don't want to hear your opinion on the situation. I saw folks say based on Hov's net worth, that amount of money is like a dime to him. Listen, man, it's not about the money. It's about the principle. See, when you loan money to a person easily and all they have to do is ask for it, they never stop asking. Why?
True.
Because if they take the money and blow it or invest it in something and lose it, when they get their next great idea, guess what they're going to do?
Call you again.
Come back to you again, and it will never stop. If you want that kind of loan, treat me the same way you would treat a bank. Write out a successful business plan. Also, personally, I treat everybody who asks me for money the same way lenders do. Lenders want to know that you have the ability to repay a loan.
Correct.
They do this by looking at your business financial history to see how much revenue you've generated in the past. And if you have a business, how much profit you made. And the problem with that is folks be asking for amounts of money they never had in their life.
Right.
Let me get $5K until next Friday. Let me get $10K until, the next couple of weeks. How you going to ask me for something you've never had? How you going to repay me in a week some money that you've never had before?
Right. Well, I'll be honest with you. I don't loan money. I don't. It's just my thing. I don't loan money. I don't borrow money. That is who I am as a person. My mother and father don't have to borrow money from me. They are my parents. They can take it if they need be. But as far as me, I don't lend money. And if I do give somebody money, it's not a loan. I'm giving it to you because I'm not expecting you to pay me back.
And see, that's the thing. I'll say this. I don't loan money either. I give it.
Right.
You know why? Because I know you're not going to pay me back.
That is fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That is
I
fact.
know you're not going to pay me back. So once again, don't ask me for anything that you've never had in your life. And that be the problem. Because the truth of the matter is sometimes I might give you that money just so you never ask me again. You know what I mean? Because I know you're going to run through it.
That's right. Well, let's go to the phone line. We got Trill on the line. Trill, good morning, Trill.
Yo.
Trill, what's your opinion on Jay-Z not giving his nephew the $4,800?
So first, I just want to say good morning to y'all. But yeah, I wouldn't give my cousin $48,000. I would, but I wouldn't. Just depends on that character of that cousin. Because you got some family members out here that's not doing the right thing. Like,
very true.
You got a father that might be on drugs or something. You get that man $48,000, he liable to go overdose.
That is very true, because the other thing that people don't take into consideration, Jay-Z may not have gave that cousin $4,800, but Jay-Z has definitely invested in other family members, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So It's like, you're absolutely right. It's just all about the character of the person, who the person is.
Exactly.
That's why I say you got to treat it the way lenders do. Lenders want to know that you have the ability to repay the loan.
Right.
There's certain people that ask me for certain amounts of money. I know you can't pay me back. You know what I mean? And why am I giving you this money? Why am I giving you $5,000?
I don't know. Teresa, good morning.
Good morning. Oh, my God. I love you guys.
Hey, Teresa. Talk to me, Teresa. What's your thoughts?
So it's personal for me, especially when it comes to family. I've made it where I became financially okay, but it wasn't always that way. Some of the same family that came up with me dropped out, didn't try, and made fun of me. And so I ended up spending the $30,000 on my daughter because she's going to graduate school, and I surprised her with a brand new car. Well, I have a sister who keeps getting locked up, and my own mother cursed me out for not spending $5,000 on her bail. Like, no, just because I've made it to be financially okay and I can do that doesn't mean I'm going to be financially irresponsible with my money for someone who's not even trying.
Wait, Teresa. Your sister got locked up for what? And how long did you leave her in jail? Because if that's your sister and it was $5,000 to get her out, and that's your blood, you might.
Well, let me tell you, listen, she has been doing this on and on and on. It's not a one-time situation. Okay. She's on drugs. I've spent a lot of money putting her in rehab where she leaves in the middle of the night and not trying. So I had to cut that apron string. My parents are kind of like, well, they've always spoiled her and coddled her. I had to earn everything. They gave her everything, and it was to her detriment. And so I had to come to a place where I said, you know what, enough is enough. I'm not going to let you bankrupt me, and I'm not going to let you make me feel guilty for spoiling my own children or myself because I did what I had to do. So maybe that's the situation with Jay-Z. And I think a lot of times family feel entitled just because you got it. That's supposed to be an automatic yes, and they get it. No.
That's right.
You're right.
And man, what you said is so true, and that's why when you see these situations, you can't even really judge them because we don't know the nuance to the situation.
That's true.
It just sounds like, oh, you should bail your sister out of jail. Negro, you don't know my sister's history.
Right. You don't know how many times I bailed her out before. You're right. Thank you, Mama. 800-585-1051. If you're just joining us, a clip that resurfaced was Jay-Z talking to Kevin Hart about a family member of Hov asking him for $4,800 and pretty much expecting him to do it. Jay-Z didn't do it. And what's your thoughts on it? Let's discuss. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we're talking about Hov, Jay-Z. Recently, a clip resurfaced about him talking about a time where a family member asked him for $4,800, and he said no. People are saying, well, Jay-Z's a billionaire. He should have lent that $4,800. That $4,800 is nothing to him, but I feel like that's Hov's money. Hov worked for that money. Hov did everything he had to do for that money, and if he decides he don't want to give it, he don't have to give it.
Like I said, it's not about the money, it's about the principle. When you loan money to a person easily and all they got to do is ask for it, they will never stop asking because if they blow that money, they know they can come right back to you the next time they get a great idea and ask you for it. That's not the way life works, man.
That's right. We got Chris on the line. Chris, good morning.
What up, Doe? I finally got through to y'all.
What up, Doe? Detroit. What up, Chris? Talk to us. What's your thoughts?
Shit, somebody from Jay-Z's stature, like coming from his background of hustling, doing what he's been doing, he should want to give his family an opportunity because you think these corporate businesses and these white people in these companies looked at him and was like, yeah, I'm just going to give this drug dealer a chance. Like, nah, you got to have your chance. You got to have somebody give you a chance. But also, it can't be a long distance cousin, like a person ain't never looked out for you or auntie ain't let you sleep on their couch. Like, it got to be a certain type of level of family. It can't just be a person that came in when the money came.
Hey, I don't care what level of family they come from. I totally disagree with you because you have to treat anytime somebody asks you for money, you got to treat them the same way a lender would. Right. A lender wants to know, do you have the ability to repay the loan? They're going to look at your business financial history to see how much revenue you've generated in the past, how much profit you've made off businesses that you've created in the past. Folks be asking for amounts of money they never had in their life.
Well, not only that, I think a lot of times people are lazy. I think people see the finished product and don't see the grind to get to that finished product. They don't see the amount of hours you spent working and missing events and sleeping, for myself, sleeping at the station, doing parties Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and out there working so much to make sure that you can get to that final destination.
Think about that, right? What you said is so true just now. If you've worked very hard for your money and you know how hard it is to make money, you spent years paying your dues, busting your ass. When you know that, I don't care what amount of money it is, you're not going to just give it to somebody.
No, not at all.
You know what I mean? Because when you just give it to somebody, they don't appreciate it.
Correct.
They didn't have to earn it.
Correct. Bobby.
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, Bobby. Good morning. What's your thoughts on the topic this morning? We're talking Hov.
Well, I got 2 points. So one point is Jay-Z probably was just talking up there because he helps out people. I know he has. Like, where he's at, he had to help out his immediate family and the family members that needed it. And
absolutely.
My second point is like, you're not going to just help every family member, especially if they're not in the right mental state or whatever. So you help them. Like, if you give them the accredities, like, get them the classes and seminars, and you show them. If you say that 4,800 can't get you that, then show me how to do that.
Right.
And it had to be like in a family setting, like Christmas, Thanksgiving. So you gonna come every Christmas and Thanksgiving and be the big dog? You can't help niggas out?
Yeah.
Yes. No, I can't.
Nope.
I'm not Santa Claus. And I'm gonna tell y'all something else. Once again, if you've never been asked for that kind of money or even have that kind of money to give out, I don't want to hear your opinion on the situation. Because if I show y'all some of the requests that I've got,
Me too.
Me too. Like requests like tens of thousands of dollars.
Yes, me too.
Like things like, yo, can you give me this money to buy a car? I'll pay you back next week. Well, if you're gonna have the money to buy the car next week, then wait till next week to buy the car. What the hell would I look like? Come on, man. Like, y'all, no, I don't know.
Hello, who's this?
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name?
Good morning. This is Cassie calling from North Charleston, South Carolina.
843, we out here. What's happening?
What's up, Cassie? Good morning.
Hello, everyone.
Now talk to us. What's your opinion on Hov?
I'm with him 100%. Like I was telling the other gentleman, I'm with him 100%. I lent a family member, no lie, $80,000 for a wedding, and I did it because I lent her money before, and she's paid it back. This time I got screwed, and I'm serious. It's been over 3 years. I've never seen a penny of it since.
You had to pay for her wedding? Why you had to pay for her wedding?
And they only,
Why you had to give her $80,000 for her wedding?
She, like I said, she's more like a little sister. I helped raise her when I was stationed in Virginia back in the day.
Mm.
So when she came to me, I just felt honored. And at the time, her mother, which is my first cousin, she didn't have the funds to do it.
Now let me ask you a question.
So
pardon me? You didn't used to be a father, and you transitioned to just asking, because usually the father pays for the wedding.
What are you talking about?
Usually the father pays for the wedding.
Well, if the father isn't in the picture, then he couldn't do that.
Got you.
Okay. Yeah, so like I said, she's been like a little sister. She's been in my life since she was newborn. So I just felt honored to do that for her. And he was from across the country, and they both, they were okay, but things started mounting up, and I just didn't mind lending it to her. And that was the promise of it all. If I lent this to her, she would give it back. And like I said, I've done it before, so I never had a problem getting any of the finances back until now. And now the phone number's changed. It's just a big mess, and I'm over it.
Yeah, I think the moral of this whole story is, man, like, personally, I have no problem investing in a great idea. I have no problem looking out for certain folks because I understand, what that grind is when you on the come up. Like there's people out here right now that I know are busting their ass every day. I know they working towards a goal, but sometimes they just have a little setback. And I always want to be the adult that I needed as a child. But I think we all know those family members we shouldn't be giving that kind of money to, because once again, if you're going to an actual lender, a lender wants to know, do you have the ability to repay that loan?
Right.
If I know this person does not have a history of a good financial history, why would I give them money?
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? If they ain't never made a dollar, if they've never generated a dollar in the past and never made any profit off a business they open, why would I give that person that money?
That is right.
When I know they're going to blow it, and then when they come up with their next great idea, guess who they're going to be coming back to?
You, because you blow it.
Me, because I'm so quick to give it.
That's right.
Nah, no.
All right. Well, that was your topic. Now, when we come back, we got the rumors. We got to talk about Suge Knight. He refuses to testify against Keefe D in the Tupac murder trial. We'll break it down. There's a lot going on, so don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.